Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learn English with Camille.
And Calvin.
We have an intermediate level conversation for you today about American culture. And when we say American culture, we mean the United States of America.
Yes, the land of the free, the home of the brave, eagles flying everywhere.
Yes. So we've already done a video about American culture. And you guys said you wanted more, so we came up with more maybe strange, unique things to our culture, and we're going to enlighten you with them today.
Sounds excellent.
So before we get started, just as a reminder, I have a lot of books that I've written to help you with your English. I have storybooks, I have dialogue books. You can check them out on my website or Amazon if you want the printed books. So everyone loves food. So I thought we would start with food first.
I am hungry right now.
It's almost noon here. It's lunchtime.
Yeah.
So I have a giant list on my phone, and so we'll just kind of follow the list to make sure we talk about everything. And the first thing you'll notice if you go anywhere in the US is that they will bring you free water. And not just water, but
ice. We love ice.
A lot of it. I personally prefer my water without ice, but most Americans just love ice.
Yeah, I used to like ice in my water, but maybe in the influence of living in, what the heck is that beeping? But maybe the influence of living in Europe has made me just like water at room temperature.
Mm-hmm. In America as well, in most homes, the refrigerators come with a built-in ice maker. That's how much people love ice.
Yeah,
so.
It is very convenient
Yeah.
when you want cold drinks,
Yes.
cold water.
Yes. And another thing you'll notice is if you order a drink, it usually is a fountain soda.
Yeah.
That comes with free refills.
Yeah, I had so much soda growing up.
Unfortunately, yeah, because it's free. You can take it to go then. At the end, you can be like, can I have a to-go cup?
Yeah.
So you can drink like gallons of soda. It's disgusting.
It's really bad thinking back, yeah.
It tastes terrible. Like when I was back last summer in the States, I tried my sister's Dr. Pepper and I was like, oh, it was really gross.
I kind of want a Dr. Pepper, but I know it's not great for me.
No, it's not.
But it's true. And, the waitresses and waiters, they're like on it too. Like you drink this much, you're like, oh, you want a refill? It's like super fast.
Yeah. I would say in general, the service is amazing in the U.S. Especially in restaurants and stuff because they work for tips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's another thing. You have to tip at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, even nowadays, just going up to a cafe and ordering your drink, there's a thing for tip or there's an option for tipping if you pay with your credit card.
Yeah.
So
I always feel so guilty. I'm like, it's asking me, should I tip? I feel like I should tip, but they didn't even do anything. They just hit a few buttons and now they're going to make my coffee.
I know. I usually tip like $1, so I would get a coffee for $5 and then tip $1, so it's like $6.
It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap.
Yes. And then, of course, there's a bit of a fast food obsession. So I'm sure if you know anything about the States, you've heard about all the fast food restaurants.
Drive-thrus, everything we had talked about already in the past video about the drive-thru culture.
Yes.
But yeah, fast food chicken, fast food hamburgers.
Everything you want fast food.
Anything you want. Chinese food. Mm-hmm. They haven't done fast food Indian that I know of. There was one, but it wasn't like drive-through fast food. I think it was just kind of like they served it quickly.
And then, I mean, portions are huge. So we can easily share a meal. The portions are just very big.
Massive. Yeah. Like the American plates at restaurants are like this big. It's no joke either. I mean, they're probably even bigger than that.
Oh my gosh.
You want soup? You get like a bowl.
You get a pot of soup with your meal.
We serve it in a bread bowl, like you
That's
get
true.
At Panera, you get the bread bowl.
Oh my gosh, it's true. I mean, you can always take it away. They have to-go boxes. That's also very common. So you can get your meal and then eat it for the next 3 days if you don't finish it.
So that's true. Even if it's more expensive, you're getting a whole nother meal.
Yeah.
And another drink, So you go home and you got all this food to eat. So
that's true.
Yeah.
It's probably why there's an obesity epidemic. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. RFK Jr., He's got a lot of work to do.
For sure. Well, we mentioned tipping. I also want to mention that there's tax on everything as well. So it depends on state to state. In our state, it's 6%. So if you buy
South
something
Carolina.
for $1, if it says $1, it's actually going to be 106 when you go to pay at the register. So that's kind of annoying, and it can actually really raise the price. You know, if something's $1,000, you're going to be paying $60 more for tax.
Computers and things like that. Yeah, I don't know if they have different rates for different electronics versus food. There might be some. We don't know fully, but yeah.
But
definitely tax
you'll
is an
pay
issue.
tax.
Yeah, I mean here, in Europe, the VAT is pretty high. So to say 6% is actually very low. It's like half at least.
But I like that if I know in Europe, if I'm buying something for $9.99, I'm gonna pay $9.99.
Yeah, that's true. They add it into the price. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that if they did that in the U.S.
Yeah, that's true.
So we mentioned drive-through restaurants. I just want to quickly add, you can go to the drive-through at the bank, at the pharmacy, at the library to return books, some dry cleaning places in Vegas to get married, drive-through.
Yes, drive-through marriage.
Yeah, a lot of drive-through. Do you have drive-through in your culture? Probably not as much.
And if they are, they're probably like KFC and McDonald's.
Yes, fast
from America, exported.
We are sorry.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, another thing is 24-hour stores. So if you're up in the middle of the night, you have a headache, you need to go get some Tylenol or something, you can run to the store and it'll be open.
It's true. Even like Walmart, which is like just this massive store. Like you go there, it's pretty empty.
Yeah.
Usually. I don't think I've ever really been there past midnight.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to go there past midnight.
Or sleeping.
Yeah. But it's open 24/7 or near 24/7. Yeah, it's true.
Another interesting thing about stores is our return policy. So this is more for the big corporations. Sometimes if there's a little boutique, their policy might be no exchanges, no refunds, or only exchanges, no refunds. But for example, some famous stores like Target or Walmart, you can exchange things that do not have tags. You can bring things back if you don't have the receipt, and they will give you store credit. You can bring back things that you have worn and you decide you don't like it anymore, or it got a hole in it and you're like, this quality sucks. You can return it and get your money back, which is kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it is. And, I think corporations and businesses lose a lot of money, because of it, but they must see that, okay, we might lose this amount, but we get this many sales, so they see it as worth it.
Yeah.
But it's a very lenient culture of returns and things like that in America.
And there's a lot of trash cans everywhere in America. So if you're out and about and you need to throw your garbage away, usually you can find a trash can easily, which isn't so easily found in other cultures.
Yeah, it's true. There's definitely certain countries I'm like, they don't have any trash cans here.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, unless you're in maybe cities or certain cities, like there's less recycling bins.
That's true. We don't
so,
recycle much in America.
No, it's unfortunately, not so much, not very popular in America.
Or valued, I would say.
Yeah.
Like we used to have this recycling bin that our trash company would pick up every month, and then they started saying, we're not going to pick up your recycling. Now you have to bring it, like drive it a few miles away.
And it probably wasn't even a drive-through, so why would we do that?
Speaking of miles, we use feet and miles and inches and pounds for weight. We don't use kilograms.
Yeah,
That's
we're one of
thing.
like a few countries.
I
forget what other countries use those measurements, but it generally makes the whole world mad at us.
Yeah, and we use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. All of that.
Yeah.
We've gotten better. Like we've changed our phones, at least I have, to Celsius, so I kind of can tell the temperature. If it's 10 degrees Celsius,
that's
it's
pretty
50 degrees
cold.
Fahrenheit. Yeah, we kind of have an idea now.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, so we smile a lot. We're just a smiling culture in general. And people
Trust us.
Yeah, everything's great.
So much fun.
We do small talk a lot. A complete stranger might start talking to you in the line at the grocery store.
In America?
Yeah.
I don't
For
know.
sure. I have had conversations and
I
I've
guess.
started many too, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like people do it. It's more
Okay.
common there than here, for example, in Portugal.
Yeah, I mean, it won't happen in the street as much. Like, say, New York City, you're walking down the street. You're not
That's
gonna like
true.
have a small talk.
That's true.
Smaller towns will definitely be much more open. So the smaller the town, the more the small talk goes
I
up.
mean, when I went for a walk around our block, or like I went, I think 3 miles, and I think like 4 different people said good morning to me, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah,
you know?
that is nice.
So at least to say good morning or hello, and they will do that in other cultures too, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when I lived in rural Oregon, everybody would wave. Like, you're on the road, and more than likely, it's a somebody that's from the town of 200 people. So, you're gonna know them. So you just everybody waves. You do the steering wheel wave, like that, or one finger.
Oh my gosh. Well, we love our personal space. So, like we've noticed in some cultures, there's just people are so close.
Yeah, it's true.
Or one time, the most awkward I felt when I was in India, and this guy, I'm not kidding, he got this close to me.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
He was like in my face looking
I
at me.
think Camille said something that made him think like she liked him. It was kind of, if I remember right, or maybe you said something like,
I have no recollection. No, I was.
All I know is
not.
he misinterpreted it, and I think he kind of liked you. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyways, I felt uncomfortable when you're that close in someone's space. That's like considered rude. So in our culture.
In America, for sure. We like our personal space, for sure.
Yes, personal space is important to us. Even now, like with my daughter, she'll be like always in my space. And I'm like, girl, like I love you, but just give me a minute. Give me some space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a thing.
Okay. Oh, I'm wearing shoes right now, so I don't know. We do wear shoes
common.
Indoors. I'm doing it. No, that is common in
to wear it in America?
Yes, that's like what we're known for, wearing our shoes in the house. I feel like he's lost his American culture.
No, we never did it in America. Never.
You
in
never
my house, it was always shoes off. Shoes off.
Well, we did it in my house, and that's probably
why. You wore shoes in your house? Yes. With your mom?
Yes. She still wears shoes in the house.
Really?
Back me up on this, Mom. I guess, Calvin, are you wearing any shoes now?
Nope, no. Okay. I can't even lift my foot up. I'm not as flexible, sir.
I wear shoes a lot in the house. No, we are known for wearing shoes in the house.
If you are living in America and watching this, let us know if you wear your shoes or not in the house.
Okay, I think it's going to be a very divided
topic.
Yeah,
maybe.
Because I bet half the people do and half the people don't.
Yeah, we might need counseling after this video.
Oh my gosh. It's like we're talking about American culture and then we're disagreeing on it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's America for you. It's full of different cultures and different ways of living. In America, you can, supposedly do what you want, or that's what people like to think.
Yeah, most people do like that. It's so free, which that's true. I feel like it is a lot more free. You have a lot more opportunity, especially for earning money and the government not taking all of it from you. I feel like that.
Yeah, that's true. Entrepreneurship is a big culture there.
It's easy to start a business.
Like very easy.
I paid $50 and got my business license, and then I started it like that day. So.
Yeah, obviously, if you have overhead and all that, it gets a little more complicated.
Depends on what your business is.
Yeah, if you need like sort of restrictions on health, like in restaurants, it's gonna, it'll cost more, and there'll be more, what we call red tape from the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you might see in the movies people going to prom, cheerleaders, the sport culture.
High school sports culture.
And university, and even the pro level.
Yeah, but sports, starting at high school really is where it starts, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a huge part of American culture. That is true. We're sports fanatics, especially football, not soccer, but American football. Mm-hmm. That's a big one. And then... Yeah. Prom and school can be a big one and known across America.
Yeah, prom is like a end of the year dance party thing. And usually you dress up, you rent a tux, you rent sometimes a limousine with your friends, and then you go all to the school, dance a bit, and usually there's a lot of partying after that is hopefully people don't regret, but I think a lot of people do. And so
I didn't
yeah.
go to prom. We didn't have it in our school. It was really a small school.
You didn't go ever?
No.
Oh.
No. Did you?
Yeah, I think I went to two.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to one in Oregon and one in South Carolina.
Bet they were different.
They were very different. Yes.
East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah. High school's a funny time. Prom is like so awkward in so many ways.
Oh my goodness.
But anyways.
You'll get through it if you're in high school. Just don't worry so much about it now.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going through the list, so it might just kind of jump around.
Yeah.
But we do want to talk about bathrooms being more accessible.
Yes, definitely. I mean, traveling around, we've gone to public bathrooms or tried to go to bathrooms with our kids, or like in Spain. I was just in Spain and I got denied. Like, I was like, it wasn't even for me, it was for my child. I was like, come on, she's like a little child. She really has to go. And they were just like, nope, sorry, can't go here.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay. I get it if you're in a touristy area.
Yeah.
But in America, it seems like, you walk into a restaurant, can we use your bathroom? Sure. Maybe there's exceptions in the bigger cities with tourism. But
I haven't had a problem here in Portugal using the bathroom.
yeah, here is a lot more chill.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that's true. But in general, I think it's more accessible and there's more bathrooms, even public bathrooms or restrooms.
Yeah. Well, and if you go in pretty much any place, you might notice an extreme change in temperature, if it's summer especially, because every place is air conditioned.
Yes, yes.
We literally will be bringing our jackets.
Or heated, I guess, in colder places.
Yeah. We bring our jackets if it's summer, if we're going to a restaurant, because otherwise we will freeze. It is so cold inside.
Yeah, I don't know why they have it so cold.
I don't know.
Or so hot.
I don't know.
But yeah, you have to kind of dress for the weather inside.
Yeah, like the grocery store even.
Oh man.
Walmart,
yes.
Target.
Yes.
So cold.
Whereas here, they're a lot more, I guess, conservative. Yeah, on using it. So you go to a restaurant, you have to keep your jacket on, in the winter, and they don't have air conditioning as much. So
Or it's not on as strongly, which I prefer.
yeah,
I prefer that.
Yeah, it's better for our bodies too, I think.
Yeah.
Not to have this, shock between like a heat wave and like an ice storm.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Another thing you might see if you're in the States are a lot of flags.
Yeah.
So
that's true. Yeah, the patriotism.
Yeah.
The only other place is
Turkey. That's true.
There's tons of
Turks and Americans love their flags.
Yes, they do. Yeah. It's good to a point to have a good patriotism and a love for your country.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, rooting for your favorite sports like team.
That's true. Which again, I mean, I have this on the list. We touched on it a bit, the obsession with sports in America. I mean, I grew up watching all sports because my parents would have them on TV. So I grew up watching football, hockey, baseball, golf, basketball.
Yeah, that's all of them.
I know, pretty much.
Yeah, I was very sporty, but my parents weren't. And so I would listen on the radio because this was, in the 90s. So I would have the radio on the AM station. There's FM and AM frequencies. So I would listen to my team, the Portland Trailblazers, and pretend I was, playing on my little hoop, my little Nerf hoop.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, okay. Oh, the last one on the list already, I can't believe it, is
wow.
When you sneeze, people will say,
bless you.
Yes, bless you.
Yes.
It's a very common thing. So if you sneezing, achoo, bless you.
Yeah. Do we say anything else?
No.
Even like non-religious people say that?
Everyone says it, yeah. It's just what we say.
Yeah.
It's a very American thing.
That's true.
Wow. You guys, I mean, can you think of anything else on the top of your head that you want to share?
About American culture?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, obviously, I don't know, did we touch on the trucks? Or the
Oh,
size of the roads?
no, that we
Like
did
the
not.
lanes are, like on modern roads at least, are super wide. And then you have wide shoulders. Like you feel like you're like, I don't know, driving in a, I don't know, like a whole property. I don't know. It's like, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Cars are big. I would say in general, everything's a bit bigger. The houses,
Yes.
like we talked about the portions, the people.
Electronics are bigger. Like
Yeah.
it's really, it's like we have so much space. We'll just make everything's bigger, you
Yeah.
know?
I feel like statistically, the number of kids people have has gone down, but the size of the house has gone up, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. And I'm curious, like, okay, 50 years ago, did you expect one room per kid,
Yeah,
or
probably
not?
not.
Like, I mean, I grew up always with my siblings.
Sharing
Like,
a room?
yeah, sharing a room. Yeah,
Same. When I was like, I think 15, I got my own room. 14, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. We're putting all our 3 children in bunk beds in that room.
They will hate it. But we were just talking about how we need a studio for
Yeah.
filming because every time we have to set up the camera and everything, and it's a lot of work. It'd be nice to have a studio. So I don't
Yeah,
think our kids would want to be kicked out of their room though.
it's true. Yeah, we'll have to figure out another solution.
Yes. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a bit about American culture. Did anything surprise you? Be sure to let us know in the comments.
How is it different from your culture?
Yeah. We want to learn. Well, we can't wait to see you. Don't forget to subscribe, write in the comments.
Like the
and
video.
We'll see you in the next video.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.